let's switch this on over to the live feed and say hello to everybody. How are we doing? We got Eric in here, Edward, Dennis, and Metal Matt. How is everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. It's Thursday, right? I think it's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July last week. And we got a couple things on the table for today. Not much, but just a few things. But let's see. Let me go back and see what he said here. That he just got his gold back in the mail. Very nice. Yeah, cool. So everyone, if you got that gold back, it's gonna look like this one right here. So this is the gold back that Eric is talking about. You guys can still get that for free on the Goldback website if you choose to. So I'll leave that. Well, let's move some of this stuff out of the way just a little bit. That ring light is so strong on that Goldback, it's crazy. All right, let's maybe this side is not as intense, so let's just set it maybe over there and move. Oh, not knock over the camera. That would be bad. You're very bad. All right, let's just set it right there. That's fine. All right. So, what are we going to go over today? Well, a couple things. One, I do want to go over. Well, we're just gonna go over some quick market stuff, to see how silver and gold have done this past week, and then we're gonna go over the 250th, the Army Privy. If you guys remember that one, there's a little update on that. Not a big one, but just a cool little thing. And then I'm going to show you guys an update on what I've been working on. Again, if you saw the last stream last week, you guys know that I've been working on a special, I guess, project for people who are interested in it. And I'm going to show you an update what I've worked on that so far. So almost complete. I'd say it's probably like 80-90% done, at least for one of the three. But we'll have to see how the rest of that goes. But you guys will see all that here in just a second. But other than that, let's see. Let's go into, well, what I was gonna do originally was switch over to, let me switch over to this real quick. Hide this real fast. So originally I was going to, why is that so, hang on a second. Why is that? Gotta make that just a little bit wider, I think. Wait, what? Nope, that's not it. It's this one. Right? I'm sorry, do I not? I guess I can't expand it. Oh well. Well then we should be able to do this one. That should be... Oh, I know why. Because that's locked. Now it's unlocked. I can do... No, I think we keep it here. And we just, sorry, I'm editing something real quick that I just saw. Just give me a second, guys. Unlock that. Maybe just a little bit up here. It's almost like it got moved. Interesting. Okay, that works. We're all done. Alright, let's go back. So this is where I was trying to go into, I don't know if anyone else has this problem or not, but I was on SD Bullion's page, and this is what I get. It's like, it doesn't work. So I was gonna go over some of like just the market stuff, but I can't get into SD Bullion. I do have a tab open that I saved before it crashed out on me. I don't know if anyone else can get in, but SD Bullion for whatever reason is just acting up for me. So I don't really know, but we're gonna switch over to JM Bullion instead, and we're just gonna check out their site here. So we're just gonna borrow them for a bit. And again, if you guys haven't, well, I think most of you guys have, but if in case you haven't, there is a thing that's pinned on the live stream chat for you guys if you are interested in entering in their little giveaway that they got. So go ahead and do that. But otherwise, I mean, silver, I think for this past week, I mean, it took a little bit of a dip going into the weekend, and then it kind of took a little bit of a dip at the start of the week, but it's starting to rebound back a little bit. So, that's pretty good with that regard. So hopefully we see silver rise up, because it's crossed over that 37, because it was sitting at around 36 for a while, and now it's starting to go over 37, which is pretty cool. Gold, let's see what has gold done. Gold has actually gone down a little bit, and I know the ratio dropped earlier today, I was seeing it and it was like at around like 89. So I want to see if that's still the case. So yeah, it's still at 89. So the GSR is finally going below 90. Not by much, but it's going below 90. So, I mean, it's still a good buy for silver in my opinion, but I want to see silver take off a little bit more and then let gold really, you know, either stay flat or go down. So that way the GSR goes down a little bit more. But we'll see what happens. I mean, JM Bullion's a little bit more than others. It's one of the more expensive ones. But, I mean, I think SD Bullion, I can pull up the tab, but I don't want to pull it up yet. But I think they're just right over 37, so it's not too bad. But overall, the GSR finally went down below 90. No matter which, even on SD Bullion, the GSR went back down below 90. I think for the first time in a while. Let me see how long it's been. It's been quite a bit. Yeah, it's been like 6 months. Well, I guess yeah, it's been about 6 months. No, it hasn't. I'm lying. It's been like 3 months, 4 months. So it's been like 4 months almost since the GSR was last below 90. So it's been quite a bit. Let's see. What do you think about buying gram bars and rounds? Like 20 grams and 50 gram bars. Let's take a look at it. So let me see if they have it on here. Where are the bars? Where are the bars? Why can't I find the bars? I'm not used to their site. Oh, here we go. They don't even have gram bars. I know SD Bullion does, but I can't pull them up. I mean, their gram bars are fine. I still prefer to hold this, I guess, the standard stuff, like the 1 ounces, the 10s or kilos or 5s, whatever. And then if there's anything below a 1 ounce, is going to be in a junk silver kind of thing. But that's just my my personal take on it. I mean, they're fine, but again, it's really what you want to stack. It really doesn't matter as long as you stack what you want to stack at the end of the day. But different goals, different, I guess, tactics, if you will. But yeah, JM and SD are expensive. I understand that, but those are the two that I mean, I know there's other ones as well, but I mean, those are like JM Bullion I'm using them only because I do buy from them a lot. But even SD Bullion too, but SD Bullion's page is down, so I can't use them. But other than that, let's see. We are going to. I'm trying to like play what order I want to show all this in, because I know at the end I want to do the unboxing of the silver. Oh, there's the tab. I didn't mean the show. I want to unbox the silver later, and towards the end of the stream, so you guys can see that. That way, it gives a little bit for more people to come in, so we can show all that. But I do have the box, or you guys can't see it. Hang on, I gotta switch this back over real quick. Switch back over to this one right here. So we got the box. I actually got this box on Saturday. So this is what inside this box is what we're gonna be giving away. Not on this stream, but on one of the future streams. I think it's like 2 weeks from now. So that is what, if you guys don't remember, this was the silver roulette thing that we decided on. So we're gonna hit that back up here in just a bit. But for now, let's go back to the websites and talk a little bit about stuff. Okay. So let's see here. Let's go to this page. So you guys remember the whole, I think it's been about a month now almost. If not, has it been a month? I don't even know how long it's been. It feels like a month. But there was a, what do you call it? We were going for that 250 Army Privy that the US Mint was releasing. And there's a little small update I want to show you guys on this. So there is the 250th Privy, but it's got these little cases in them now. So before, all we saw was this picture here, here, and so forth. So this is the one that we bought back on, I don't know how long ago it was when we bought it, but it's been like, I think it's been like 3 weeks now. We bought this, and the only pictures we knew of were these. And so now we get, I mean, we all know what it's supposed to look like, but now we actually get a cool, wait, hold on, what was that picture? I didn't see that one. Now we're going to get a little sneak peek of what the packaging is going to look like. So it's going to come in this little blue, guess like felt kind of case here, and it's going to be in a capsule. It's got a little dip thing so you can pull it out pretty easily. And then it's going to come in this little box right here. Let me see if we can zoom in on this here. Here we go. So this is the case that's going to come in from the US Mint. And then it's going to have this little 250th box. And then we're just going to house this little package thing. And then I guess it's going to come with a little card, probably a little description of something about history, about the army and things like that. So yeah, pretty cool little update on that one. Apparently it's still available. Like, you guys can still get it, which is crazy. Like, I thought that they wouldn't. I thought this would have been out already by now, but I guess I don't know if they canceled a lot of orders or just no one wants it, or I don't know what. But I guess if you still want it, it's still there. It's still at $105, but yeah, I mean, it's just a cool little update with the picture. I mean, that's the only thing I've got for this part of the thing. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. Still waiting on it. I think they still say July 29th is when it's expected to ship. So I guess it could be before that, or it could even be after that. So it's possible it could be still another. I mean, we're pretty close. It's only almost. It's like just under 3 weeks away. So this could. I mean, it could be earlier, or it could be later, because it says it's expected to begin July 29th. So who knows what it's actually going to be, but we'll see. My order still says back order. Should I contact the mint? No, that's Baby Shark. That means that you're good if it's on back order. That means it didn't get canceled. It means it's still like you're part of the group of people who are going to get theirs. Mine still says it's on back order. So I'm not going to show it because it'll show a lot of personal stuff in there, but you're good. If it says it's on back order, you're good. As far as I know. I mean, I don't get emails from the mint, so I don't know if anyone else has different, what do you call it? Things that they can relay to the chat, because I'm unaware of it. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. At least we can see what it's going to be packaged in. So when we do the unboxing for it, we're gonna see what it is. I haven't decided yet though if I want to unbox this on live or if I want to just make a separate video on this one. I haven't really decided what I want to do yet, because it could be good for both. Because unless I like, the only thing I could, no, because it wouldn't work that way, because the video quality won't be as good. I don't really know. I'm not 100% sure on how I want to do it yet. I mean, I still got like 3 weeks to a month to figure it out, but maybe I'll put a poll up in the for the team. Jeez, put a poll up for the for the community to decide what to do, because I'm kind of indifferent on it, and I don't really know which one I want to do, and I'm okay with both, honestly. But yeah, other than that, let me show you guys as well what I've been working on as well. So if you guys remember last stream as well, we were going over some of the, I guess, not starter packs. What did I call it? I don't remember what I called it, but it was essentially like a tracking, like, not program, but like a document for you guys to track your orders, track the premiums, track all the stuff, like kind of like a one big thing for everybody. And so I want to just kind of give you guys an update on what it's going to look like, because it's about 80 to 90% done at this point. So I'm gonna flick it over here. We're gonna show what this is. So I have the starter pack. This is the README page, so that you guys can see a little bit about what you should do or what you shouldn't do. I added that in there. We got a purchase tracker. I just threw in some random bits of some things that I bought in the past. I made it a little more updated, so it's gonna reflect everything. I did find more errors as I was putting this in, and so but this is the purchase tracker, and then you're gonna have your quantity tracker, which will track all the ounces worth of most items. I don't have all the items for every little single thing, because that would just be ridiculous, but I got one for most things. I do have to edit some other stuff, because I did see, like, for an example, this math error right here, like 2 10-ounce silver bars should not be 2 ounces total, it should be 20. So I got to figure out why that didn't calculate properly, because if you look, it's not that easy of a formula to like just change. So same thing with like the portfolio breakdown. I don't know what these numbers are here that never showed up like that before, because this isn't a dollar amount. But I did add a couple other things in here too, so you guys can like track the summary table of this into your portfolio breakdown. And then of course the premium history, you guys can pick which coin, which one of the major ones you're looking at doing. And then you guys can see how much the premium has changed over the course of a 30, or I guess a 30-day to a 1-month period, I guess. On that, and then I got these locked, which is just showing the boring data for that pulls all this stuff. So I mean, like, it's not really, it's annoying, because if this changes, like, see, like, I mean, these formulas are annoying, because if something's wrong and I have to change it, it could screw up everything, and it just makes it so annoying, like just all the effort it took to do this. And then even if I go into the live, the big one, the ultimate one that I was working on, like, even this is just like, there's so many formulas, and I'm putting in the current deals and everything too. There's just so much stuff going into it. But that's pretty much what this looks like right now. Like I said, it's almost done. We're going to have 3 different versions. So there's going to be some that are available for some things, and some things aren't available for others. What I'm going to do is, once it's released, I'm going to, or what I should say, it's ready to be released, I'm going to give people a 2-week window. If you're a member in the channel or in the community, you're going to get the appropriate, I guess, the appropriate, what do you call it? I guess tier package that's associated to the membership that you're at. So you guys will get, if you're part of, like, if you're, what is it called? I already forgot my membership tiers. Give me a second. I think it's the silver. I don't look at it that often to remember what it was. If you're a silver supporter, you'll get the basic level. If you're a stacker circle, which is like the mid-tier one, you'll get the mid-tier one. And you guys kind of get my point. Gold insiders are going to get the ultimate thing. And I'm going to do a thing where for the first 2 weeks, probably first 2 weeks or so, I'm going to give people a chance to sign up and become members. If you become a member, you're going to get this whole thing for free included. There's going to be kind of like a timeline to do that. And then once after that certain date hits, it's not going to be available for members anymore. So if you're a member before that time, you'll get access to it. As like a thank you for being part of the member early into the channel's development, I guess. So just something to consider. I'm still playing around with stuff that nothing's ever for certain yet, but that's kind of what I have in mind right now with that. But otherwise, I mean, we are blowing through this today. Usually, it seems like not a lot of people are on today. I don't know if everyone's busy, because usually we're at right around this time. Everyone's chatting away, chiming in. Some of the other regulars, I should say, are not here right now. Let's see. I can't see because the sun glare is hitting my monitor right now. Only get promotional emails from the U.S. Mint. It's great content material no matter what you do. I appreciate that, Metal. Will I buy the 1916 Mercury Dime Gold? Probably not. Let me see. That's under. That's something that's supposed to come out very soon, right? That's where did I see it? Where did I see it? I saw it. I know which one you're talking about. Maybe I just missed it. I think I missed it. Isn't it in 2026? Wait, hold on. It's on the main page, right? This thing. Will I buy it? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think I will. I don't know. I don't know what my thought. I don't really have much thoughts on this. I mean, because it's not even like a. Is it a 1 ounce? It's not even a 1 ounce gold, right? It's not even like the silver that they have is 1 ounce, but I don't know what the. I don't see if it says anything about what it's supposed to. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind on this, but for right now, I mean, they look nice, but I don't know if I'd do it personally right now. I'm also not in the business of buying or stacking currently because I'm focusing on other areas right now, aka battling bad debt. But let's go into this here. So this, if you guys remember, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we did silver roulette. And, or no, it was, yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yes, 2 weeks ago was silver roulette. And if you guys don't remember, this was the item that we landed on, the 1 ounce Rifleman's Antique Silver Round from Scottsdale Mint. So this one is the one that is in, let me switch it back over here to, let's go back to this. That's what's in here. And this is part of the unboxing that we're going to do today. We'll probably just go ahead and do it right now, honestly. Before I knock over, let me get all this stuff out of the way here real quick, because we need space to do this. So we're gonna move this out of the way, get all my stuff here. These are gonna be part of the giveaway tube. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, that's in here. I'm about to knock over that camera. Get that out of the way. Get all this out of the way. Out of the way. Out of the way. All right, get the gold back out. All right, so we are going to do the unboxing for the next giveaway. And as I said, if you guys don't remember, so we're kind of back on schedule now with things. So the, how do I say this? This week, aka this stream today, is the unboxing. So this is kind of like the start of the week, if that makes sense. So we're gonna unbox it this week. Next week we're gonna have like a little bit of a just kind of like a very chill stream, very similar to this one. And then the following week will be the silver roulette for the next giveaway, and then the following week we're gonna give this away. So that's what we're gonna do. So that way we're constantly back on a rotation cycle. It's gonna be a little bit of a stretch at first, but if you guys are just a little patient, I promise you these giveaways will happen much quicker than you think. It's just we just got to get to that point where we can actually start doing stuff. So I want to stay on that schedule. So let's go ahead and open this box up right here. This is again from, I bought this on SD Bullion's page, and I may have to take this off and to remove obviously some of the more sensitive items, I guess, or the personal information side of things. So we're gonna go ahead and get this unboxed. I don't even know if I'm even doing this right. I don't even know. You know what? It looks like it's simple, but it's not. I mean, I'll tell you what, like, precious metals packaging is like second to none. It is so freaking annoying to like get them out of their packaging sometimes. I am just botching this right now too. Of course it's live. It's easy when you're editing online or editing without an audience. You can just like mess up and then just say, oh, well, I'll take you guys back in just a second. Let's see. Let's just take this. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. Because I think this is... Man, this is like brutal. Okay, let's do this. Okay. That should be what we need to... Alright. They really make these boxes insanely well. I gotta admit. Like, you would think, like, it looks so thin and simple, but it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but we're just gonna rip this off here. And then let me make sure that there's no information that I don't want to show. So give me a second here. Because usually they always give you the, what you call it, the, they always give you the, little packing invoice. I don't want that to be, shown off at all, obviously. So I think that's it, right? Yep, perfect. That should be it. That's all done. That's just the standard stuff that, they talk about. So, came with this and SC Bullion's card, so you guys know I bought it from them. And let's see, before we get into this, I need to catch up on the chat a second, and I gotta just move it out of the glare so I can see what I'm reading. Let's see. Ashton says they just started stacking this year and they've been trying to learn as much as possible in stacking for me and my kids in the future. Yep. That is that. I mean, look, good for you, man. As long as you're starting, that's the best thing you can do. There's so much to learn. I mean, I've only been stacking for 4 years and only really recently been seriously taking this with, you know, dedicated interest in the last like year or two. So I have so much to learn. So it's just, you just gotta make the mistakes, unfortunately, to learn, and that just goes with most things. But as long as you're starting, like you said, you're absolutely setting it up for the future. But let's go and show off this thing here. So this is the, as you guys can tell, let me see if I can just do this without having to pop open a bunch of stuff, because I don't really want to. I mean, if I had scissors, actually I do have scissors. Let me grab some scissors. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. So right here. Did not have to go far. That was just right there, but yeah, I'm just not gonna, I'm not doing this. So we got this here. And this is, oh, it's actually in a capsule too. Amazing. All right, hang on. Let me put this out of the way. This is the, wait, is this glued on there, or is this like, oh, I see. Okay. Wait, this is weird. Do I have to remove? It's like taped on. What? Hang on, give me a sec. I gotta do this off of the okay. I think I got it. Yep, there we go. All right, sorry. It was what do you call it? It was just like, it was like inside this capsule thing. It was very difficult to get out. So, guys, this is it. This is the one that we ordered a couple weeks ago. This is the antique finish of the Rifleman round from Scottsdale Mint. And it's hard to see. Hard a little bit to see from my perspective, because I can't really see it that well because I'm looking at it through my phone video. And I mean, dude, it looks really nice. I'll definitely take a look at it off camera a little bit closer for you guys, but this is the giveaway item. I'm actually surprised it's in a capsule. I thought it wasn't going to be in one, which is nice because I was originally going to wear some gloves for this, because this is obviously one of the giveaway ones, and I wanted to make sure that it was staying intact as much as possible for whoever wins this coin. I wanted to make sure that, you know, we preserve it as much as possible for that person. So I was originally going to wear gloves, but we guess we don't need to now because it's in a capsule, which is nice. So you guys are going to get that. Whoever the winner is going to get the capsule with it, obviously. So we'll keep it nice and packaged up for everybody. But yeah, this is the this was the silver roulette winner from the previous couple streams ago. So this is really cool. I've never had this one before. Obviously, this is actually probably my first purchase from the Scottsdale Mint, but it's not for me, it's for you guys. So pretty nice, pretty cool thing. I mean, I wish I could zoom in on it, but yeah, anyway, let's take a look and see. Let me go back to chat real quick. Yeah, we remember Ashton. Yeah, we talked to you. Let's see, who else? I feel like I missed somebody. Who did we miss? Booth. L Booth, how you doing? There you are. That's why I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I swear I missed somebody that I saw for a quick second. Yeah, it does. I mean, let me look at it myself, just like a little bit off camera, because I have yet to see it. I mean, yeah, it's really nice. It looks actually really flat compared to like if you look at the if you look at these two, like this one just look like the Scottsdale one looks like I don't know if it shows it on camera that well, but it's really flat compared to like something like this one, where you can kind of see it's kind of lifted. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just looks really flat compared to like this one, for example. But I mean, yeah, it's nice. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shame it that way. It's just has a really cool like even like the little radial kind of spiral that's going around the the coin there, like right here. Like I'm trying to get the light to focus on it. Like it glistens a little bit. Like it's really nice. So yeah, this is a really cool one. I really do like that. I don't know what that privy says down there. It's hard. Let me see what it. I can't tell what that is. I don't know what that is. I think that's like their privy or something. I don't know what that is, but it's hard to tell from here. I mean, even looking online, I don't even know what it is. It looks like a buffalo. I'm not sure what it is, but nonetheless, this is the coin that we are going to be giving away. That will be shortly, in just a few weeks from now. Now that we're back on schedule, next week will just be kind of like a chill stream. And then the following week will be a very fun silver roulette. Let me see. I think for next week's stream, I don't think it's going to be on a Thursday. I think it will be on, well, it might be on Thursday. Yeah, we'll do it on Thursday again. I had a schedule change again, but I think it's going to be on Thursday this time, next week. So it'll literally be the same thing. But then the following week, when we do silver roulette, I will be more available for things. So we can do one on the weekend. I think silver roulette on the weekend will be pretty fun. We'll do that instead of Thursday, because I will have that. I'll be on vacation that week. So Saturday will just work better. But other than that, I guess I'll turn it over to you guys here. We kind of did this very quickly. I thought that we were going to be I thought this would take a lot longer, but normally I just go on a rant and just start like, let me actually, I wonder if I can do this. Can I make like a little tower? That way you guys can see this better. I don't think if I go any higher, I don't think I'm going to be able to, nope. Yeah, you guys can kind of see that there. That's the, making a little tower on things. But yeah, I mean, normally we're like rapid fire talking away about a bunch of stuff, and I don't know, this today is just not as chatty. Even myself, I'm not as chatty today. I don't know, but I mean, we cleared through everything. So, but I don't know. You guys got anything on your minds at all recently? Any opinions on what you guys think about silver? I've seen a lot of, I don't like the last two videos that I've made. I've seen a lot of negativity towards silver. And I mean, that's not a surprise, but like I've seen a lot of people hating on it lately. And so, I don't know, it's just like, it's kind of interesting. So I guess I could give you guys a sneak peek of the next video if you guys want to see that. So, one of the things that I'm gonna do is, because a lot of people are saying like, oh, silver's stupid, blah blah, it doesn't work. But I want to I'm gonna show you guys a quick little thing of what I'm gonna show you guys for what the next video is gonna be about. So let me make sure that it actually pulls up properly. So give me just 1 second here. Put that there. Remove that. Okay. So here is what I'm going to be referring in my next video. So what I did was I took basically the concept of the next video is going to be the performance of silver in the last 25 years versus, you know, if you've held cash. So if it was $500 put into silver each month versus $500 in cash in a bank account each month, how that would look. So basically what I've done is I've taken the date, I found the spot price of every month from the year 2000 all the way to pretty much July of this month. And we also found the CPI index numbers, and that's going to be important for part of it. The other one is going to be how much you could purchase in ounces if you were to have $500, and then if you were to, obviously 500 each time, what the inflation rate, which is the CPI stuff, what the inflation rate would do to those dollars each month if you had just kept it in there. So, and then at the bottom here, you got the average spot price, how much it is, how much you spent, how much you saved in total, and blah, blah, blah. And essentially, you're going to see, I'm going to prove to people that if you dollar cost average into silver, your money you would have been able to sell at today's rate. You would have, like, if you had bought every month for 25 years, you would have bought 13,000 something ounces of silver at an average spot price of 17.14. And if you were to cash out 13,000 something of ounces of silver, you would have got almost $500,000 in cash versus keeping it in a stupid bank account doing absolutely nothing and getting killed by inflation would be $114,000 roughly worth of value today. So that's kind of like what I've been working on a little bit in that regard. Just to show you guys, just to show you guys some cool stuff about that. But that's essentially my next video, what it's going to be about, because I've seen a lot of hate lately about silver. So people are saying, people are just saying a lot of stuff, but it's fine. What do I think of silver prices? I think they're where they should be, personally. I mean, they probably should be higher if you adjust for inflation and things like that, but I mean, I like them. I wish they were lower, but I mean, it's fine. Like, it's not, we're not at $50 yet, where I think is where, I think once, if we hit 50, that's where you're going to start to see a lot of the, that's where you're going to start to see a lot of the people coming out of the woodworks or something like that. But like, for it to go back below, like into the 20s, something big would have to happen. And same thing with, well, I mean, same thing going up into 50. I mean, we talk about it too, about the gold leads and silver follows. I mean, gold has taken the lead over the last 5 years, and silver is just now starting to follow up after this past year. So I think something big would have to happen for it to drop into the 20s again. But I think for it to go up into the 40s would just be expected and natural. That's just my opinion on that. And yeah, haters are gonna hate. How are the short videos doing? I mean, they're doing fine. I mean, I'm more concerned about the long videos. The short videos are just recaps of the long videos and just sent out to people for more so just like kind of, what do you call it? Just, I guess, like expanding the viewer counts a little bit more to see if drive more traffic in. That's really all that they're for. Like, shorts are not meant to, you don't make anything off of shorts anyway, so I don't put that much effort into them. But I just put them into like an AI program that just like puts the text in front of it. So that's really all I do. But yeah, haters are gonna hate on silver. I mean, that's fine. I mean, the next video I'm gonna do is gonna literally prove that 25 years ago you could have made $500,000 versus keeping it at 153 like thousand versus, you know, what the next 25 years are gonna look like. So that's kind of where I'm gonna try. I'm not trying to say I'm gonna shut up the haters, because they're just gonna keep doing it no matter what. But I'm gonna prove a point that saving your money in a bank is stupid. Like, you know, if you want to do stocks, that's fine. If you want to do, you know, index stuff, that's fine. Bitcoin, whatever, that's cool too. But like, obviously, as a stacking channel, this is gonna be for, as a stacker, I believe that you shouldn't, if you're going to save money, not invest it, but if you're going to save money, put it in gold, put it in silver. The next video I'm going to put out is going to literally prove why that's the case. I mean, you guys just saw it here a second ago. So, like, this stuff, even with silver being at like $30, $50, back to 20, back to 10, up to 30, back to 20, like all the back and forth. I mean, the average spot price over 25 years is around $17. So if you just dollar cost averaged it, essentially you're buying $17 worth of silver every single month. So, you know, that's just, you know, I don't know. That's just my thing on it. Like, I mean, silver and gold are savings vehicles. They're not, banks are not. Like, you're just going to lose to inflation no matter what you do. The dollar is designed to erode, and silver doesn't. It might tone and tarnish, but it's not going to erode. Let's see. Baby Shark thinks that 36 is the new standard price. Which back in 2011, 10-year-old me was stacking. You know what the funny thing is? Like, I knew gold and silver existed obviously as a metal, but like I never put thought into it as a stacker or as a hobby or as anything until recently. Give me 1 second. The dog is freaking out. Hang on. All right. Sorry about that. Let's see. All right, what did I miss? Something huge has to happen to see $26 prices again. I agree. It's going to keep going up and with dips at times. Yeah, it's going to go up and down, but I think it'll always go up. At least gold will. Because silver is technically a industrial metal. So there is some issues with that. I think when it hits 40, buyers will increase. Oh my god, hang on. All right. Sorry, the other dog was freaking out. Let's see. Eating fast food 2 days equals to 1 ounce of silver. 100%. That is so true. I think people should. Unpopular opinion on this one. I really think a lot of people, and I said it in the last video, I think a lot of people are. How do I word this? I got to be careful because I want to say some things, but a lot of people who complain about budget issues and things about with financial difficulties, like people, like I get it. Like I get there's some people that have harder situations than others, but at the same time, I would argue that a lot of people are just really lazy and really stupid with their money, and they don't know how to change their lifestyle habits or cut back on certain things to make things work. Some people can, some people can't. I understand that. But a lot of people the same people that are saying like, oh, money's tight are the same ones that go out and like indulge in some stupid stuff that they don't need. Like buying, like alcohol is a big one. Like you don't need to drink. There's no benefit to it in my opinion. Smoking, like it's just it's an addiction that you can't get over. Going out and partying with friends or going out and on vacation trips that you don't need to go to. Like there's so much things that you can do to cut back in other areas that if you really wanted to, you would. Like if you really wanted to stack silver, you would. But if you don't really want it, then you're not going to change. You're not going to find ways to spend 34 bucks. Because even if you did just spend 34 bucks extra a month, even if you didn't have the budget, you'd find a way to make it work. You just would. But most people just don't want to do it. And that's just my opinion. Most people don't want to make, and that's just not with silver or gold. It's just with anything. Most people don't want to work because it's usually because they're either lazy, arrogant, or stupid. And that's just my thing. Like, I think most people are just more so arrogant and lazy than stupid, but that's just my opinion on that. I mean, that's just my thing. I think a lot of people are gonna people are unwilling to make the sacrifices and not change their lifestyles, and that's on them. That's what they want to do. That's fine. Like, go ahead, but you can't complain about things being tough when you're not making it easier, like working a second job or working a third job. But the ones who are working 3 jobs, I mean, I get it. Like some people have like, everybody's got a different situation, and I can't complain about it too much because I'm a single guy. I have no kids, but I have my own home, and I don't make that much money, but I also don't go out and drink. I don't go out and party. I don't go spend money on vacations. I don't go do anything stupid and just recklessly spend my money. I do it within the confines of what I'm allowed to, but if I need to make a sacrifice on some things, like I can. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I get some people just don't know how to make changes for themselves, and I view it very negatively. It's worth having a small percentage of your stack in constitutional silver. Yes, Ashton, I do agree. I don't know if there's a proper percentage. Like I don't know if 10% of your stack should be in junk silver. Let me pull up mine real quick, and I can tell you what I have. In mine, I've got almost 20% of my stack in junk silver, and that's just what I've done. That's just what I've done. So I'm at 20% almost, but doesn't mean but I don't even know if that feels right or wrong. And in some cases, I feel like that feels wrong. Like 20% feels really low for me. I don't know if anyone else like were to do if you do the math for on your own stack, but 20% for me feels really, really low. But I do think it's important to have, for sure. 6 months for cigarettes you could buy. Yeah, I mean, like, again, for me, my thing is like, I do buy a lot of fast food. Like, not a lot, but like, I go out twice a week, kind of like what you said. Like, my thing is Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. I can't, like, you're not gonna get me off of it. But I don't like. I do have extra surplus money each month that I'm able to buy into silver if I need to. So like it's built into the budget. So but if I really, really wanted to get something, I could cut it out. But like I have my curse too. Like I'm not saying again I'm different. But you know, I think if I really, really needed to, yeah, I could cut it out. I wouldn't enjoy it, but some people just like I'm not complaining about I don't have enough money for things. Like I'm not complaining about it because I budget it properly. But again, if I were to be complaining about it, like Chick-fil-A would be the one area that I would cut out. But you know, I don't need to because I don't have to. So why do it? But that's again that's my personal example. Can't plan on buying metals or savings, but on payday you got cash for dinner or a few extra drinks. And that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people will just go out and like they'll just go out and buy like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself to to a bunch of pizza. Let me DoorDash $50 worth of pizza. And it's like, dude, you don't need that. You can just go to the store and get it for $5 and put the other 40 something dollars into silver, like, or whatever. But most people again don't want to do that. They just want to do exactly that. Thanks for giving me another reason to quit vaping. Well, I'm not saying you should stop it. Look, guys, it's only the ones that only like the only ones that I'm saying are hypocritical are the ones who are complaining about having no money and then doing things that they could not do to save money. That's my thing. I'm in the military. Dealing with stupid people is a daily encounter. Yeah, well, I mean, dealing with the public, like in my work, I deal with the public, and yeah, it's just as bad. I don't know. I don't know what you encounter, but for me, dealing with the hospitality world, people are really stupid. Single, smart man, yeah, no plans on getting married. Honestly, like at all. Most places are offering 90% at spot or less. That is true. Spot, I think spot's still pretty cheap right now. Let me see if SD Bullion is decided to work yet or not. I don't know if they are. Oh, they are. Nice. I know they had a deal on junk silver. I don't know if they still have anything. They're selling it for about 27x right now. Let me just do the quick math real quick. Theirs is about $1 under, or it's like 72 cents under spot right now. So pretty good. Unpopular opinion, but I don't care about constitutional silver at all. I'm interested in that metal. Why do you what's your reason for not being interested in it? Is it just because you just don't care for it, or you don't think it's important? Chick-fil-A chicken has Play-Doh ingredients in it. Look it up if you want to. Don't tell me that, baby shark. Junk silver just doesn't get me excited. I mean, it doesn't get me excited either, but I mean, I view it as like for when I think it'll just be very important when it's like an SHTF thing. Like that's how I view it. Um, Let me see if I can get this open. Why it's not even tight? Why is it even? Okay, there we go. But like this stuff, I mean, it's not flashy. Like no, this doesn't excite me at all. Like rounds will get me way more interested in it than like this. Just looks like a regular quarter, but obviously it's silver. But for me, this stuff is like it's like an insurance thing. I mean, all silver, in my opinion, is an insurance, but this is like almost like a deeper level of insurance for like a barter situation. Like that's what I have this for. Like I like it for that reason, but I don't like it for visuals, aesthetics, or anything like that by any means. Unless it's like one of the newer ones. But I do think it's cool when it has like this little darkish kind of little tarnishing going on a little bit. But like other than that, yeah, visually, not really worth it. I know my SM vapes for 4 years now, and he has lung failure, popcorn lungs. Yeah, I mean, I never got into vaping. I don't know. I just don't. I don't even drink anymore. Like once college ended, and that stopped. So like I mean I'd say I have a pretty decently healthy lifestyle for the most part, but let's see, what are the best 90% junk to buy? Oh man, let's see. I think you need a whole bunch of variety, so you need like dimes, quarters, half dollars, things like that. Depending on what your preferences are, I think I made a video on this like 3 videos ago. Depending on what it is, you're gonna have to make the decision between something that's new and something that's old. So let me see what if I can find one real quick in here in this little stash. I can show you what I'm talking about. But essentially, you're gonna have to pick between, like, I guess weight and recognizability. So, are you serious? Like, are all of my... Here we are. Where'd it go? I just lost it. Here it is. So, like, for example, these are the older quarters. Right here. This one, the Standing Liberty, or like the older quarters, and this is obviously one of the more modern ones, the ones that look how they look like today. But if you look at this one, it's a little bit thinner, and it's got less metal because it's way more worn down. So a popular issue is that these ones like are going to be more, they're going to be without a doubt silver. You don't even have to think about it. This one, you don't really have to think about it either. It's not hard to read a date and flip the sides to see if it's got, all silver on it versus something that doesn't. I don't have a standard quarter, but these are going to be, they're both 25 cents in face value, and they're both 90% silver, but this one has a little bit more silver in it because it's new and it's not as worn down as this one. So if you're going off of weight, the newer ones are better than the older ones, but recognizability, older ones are guaranteed to have silver, whereas this one you have to do a little due diligence. So it just depends what your preferences are. And then if you break it down even further, obviously you got dimes, and those have the same things between the Barber dimes, the Rosies and things like that. So you have different things to work with. So it's really just a preference, but I do think you need a combination of like everything. Like even if you were to think of like dollars today, like if you had a whole bunch of $1, like that's great, but if it's really expensive, you're gonna have a lot of $1. So and to the contrary of that, if you have nothing but 20s, if something is worth only like $2, you don't want to just have to exchange a whole 20, and then you get my point with it. But it's kind of the same thing. Like you want quarters and dimes because if something's cheap, you just rather give up some dimes and give up some quarters, because whether or not they'll make change for you is something else to even consider as well. So, but I think it's good to have a bit mixture of both. But really, when it comes down to that, within its same face value class, you have to make the decision on whether or not you want a little more weight or a little more recognizability. So that's kind of what that is. At least my opinion on that one. Like the halves and the Walking Liberties and Franklins. 2 more weeks then I get to go home. Do you think gram rounds and bars are a different option for bartering if you don't have constitutional silver? I mean, I guess what you said, what were the ones that you gave me earlier? You said like 20 and like 50 gram bars or something like that. I think you said. I don't even know how many, because 20 grams is what, like a half ounce or something like that. It's like just over a half ounce. So I mean, and what, 50 grams is, I think those were the numbers you said. I'm not 100% sure, but like 50 grams is like an ounce and a half. I mean, you can use it for barter, but I still think junk silver, or like the constitutional one, is going to be better. I mean, because if you're going to barter with, I think it'll be, I don't know. I don't know if 50 people are going to like, oh, I got 50 gram bar. What can I get? And they're going to be like, okay, well, we got to do the math on that. But like at the same time, 50 grams is roughly what, like, yeah, 50 grams is like an ounce and a half or something like that. So if you're going to barter with an ounce and a half worth of, with silver in forms of gram, I mean, like, you're still better off. Like, I mean, just, you may as well just get like, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, $1.50. This is essentially like, oops, sorry. This is probably like roughly the same right here. I don't know, roughly, I guess. So, I mean, it's just kind of like, doesn't change anything, I guess, but like, you just have more options. So like, if something costs less than that, then you can just kind of like give them this instead versus giving them a whole bar. So I don't know. I just think with fractional stuff, you have more flexibility with I guess denominations, because you got to remember, we don't know what it's going to look like in those situations. So if for whatever reason, like, because the question you got to ask yourself is, are they going to do it based off of weight, or are they going to do it based off of ounces or values and things like that? So, and are you going to get change back? Like, if they say, like, if you try to barter and say like, hey, look, I'll give you a couple of these for this. Well, are they going to give you this back, or what are you going to get in return? Like, my thing is, like, if I came out with, if all I were stacking was this tube right here, and I said, hey, let's just imagine this is one giant piece of silver, and this is all I had, but it really only cost me this much. Like, it's a ridiculous example, but my point is, if I'm gonna barter with this, what I'm getting back, does it equate to what this is worth, or am I giving up a lot more than I should? And that's where these will kind of allow you to be a little more flexible. Because, like, let's say you needed a knife, okay? Let's say you needed a knife, and it's worth 1 ounce of silver, okay? And so let's just call it this, right? You got $1.50 in face value. I know it's slightly over, but that's my point. So, here's a perfect example. So it's $1. You only have $1.50 in face value of quarters, which is just over an ounce. And this knife is worth an ounce, but let's say all you got is this 10 ounce right here. And one person barters with this, and one person's bartering with this. They say, okay, all I have is this 10 ounce silver bar. Cool, thanks, here's your knife. But now you way overpaid for something that you'll never get this back from. Versus saying, hey, here's this. Maybe I'm overspending by a quarter in face value, but at least I'm not giving up a lot of my stack in weight like this 10 ounce. So that's just my opinion on that, on how that works. Because you got to remember what you're getting back on, because that's how bartering is going to work. They might not even give you change back. So you got to make sure you have enough fractional pieces to justify what it is you're trying to buy. So that way you're not overspending your weight, because you could have bought 10 knives with this versus, just giving up for one. So you gotta understand what you're doing in a barter situation, because it's not going to be as simple as, it's not like when you go to the store and you give someone a 20 and they give you change back. Like, you're not going to get that in a barter situation. They're not going to give you that. So you got to have things of fractionals, you know, in my opinion. But that's just how I interpret it. But I mean, if you're okay with stacking 20 and 50 grams, then I mean, that's what you're okay giving up. But I don't know. I just think it's better to diversify in that specific. Let's see. Do you think? Oh, I already talked about that. What is the best silver to get right now with the lowest premiums? Honestly, I have not checked the deals lately. I know JM Bullion has a deal on Buffalo Rounds. I know that SD Bullion has a Canadian Maple Leaf deal right now. I have not seen of the other sites yet, so I don't really know. I can't really say yet because I haven't really paid attention this much this week. I'm not a prepper stacker or worried about SGTF. I have plenty of 3/9, 10th ounce quarters or half ounce. I stack for the future plus the standard argument with math popularity. I mean, I do stack for the future, but I'm also a prepper. So, like I've got food, I've got water, I've got all sorts of different stuff that if I were to be locked down for like a month or 2 months, even 3 months, I will be okay. And I'm hoping one day in the future I want to be able to do a lot of like regenerative stuff or self-reliant type of things. But being in a neighborhood with HOAs, you can't really do much. So, but for me, like I do prep for things. So I mean, I want to make sure that, you know, if everything, like for me it was COVID waking up, like when the grocery stores went empty. That was my wake up call because I had not been ready, and let's just imagine that the grocery stores and everything else shut down for more than just like a week like it did, but like it shut down for like a year. Are you going to be able to survive it? I mean, having this stuff is great. It'll help you buy things if you need it, but I also prep ahead of time just in case something does happen. So, you know, I've got frozen food that's vacuum sealed. I've got MRE foods. I've got water stored in containers. Like I've got everything prepped, ready to go. So that's just I do both, and like the prep side will help me, because I'd rather be wrong than like what's that saying, like you'd rather be wrong than be right in this type of situation, or so, I don't know what it is, but like I don't want to find out the hard way. But like the MRE stuff, like that's like I don't plan on using that for like to just casually have. That's like that's if I run out of everything else and I got nothing else left. So let me see what else we got here. I feel like I'm missing a lot here. What do I think about the gold notes? I mean, the gold backs, I don't know. They're cool, but I don't know about, I mean, maybe they're barter tools. I don't know. I just think they're cool. Don't know if I'll ever like buy a bunch. Unless Texas starts releasing some, then maybe I will. But other than that, I don't really know. I don't really care. Here, I mean, they look nice. Like I don't want to downplay it. Like I mean, they do look really nice. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really. I guess it's kind of like how some people view junk silver as irrelevant. To me, it's kind of like it doesn't really do much for me. Don't stack gold backs, premiums, gold backs. Or yeah, I mean, I wouldn't stack gold backs personally. I get a few just because you like the look of it, but. His hands, he wanted it out of his safe. 30 cases of MRE free from the military. That's good that you get it for free. It's important to know how to hunt and clean your kill. You never go hungry. You always have to worry about the supermarket. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what... I mean, I don't want to give away too much, but like, eventually I want to have my own like area of land where I can kind of live off my own self-doing, if that makes sense. But not completely. But if I had to, I could. But I mean, I don't know. I think bartering. I mean, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what will happen? I don't think any. I don't think. I hope. I certainly hope nothing will happen. But I mean, you gotta. I found out. I mean, in 2019, going into 2020, if you told me that, if I probably would have said the same thing. Oh, nothing's gonna really happen, and something did happen. So, you know, I might say it now in 2025. Like, yeah, I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime, but I'd rather not make the same mistake twice and be caught off guard with a much worse situation than, you know, assuming that everything is fine and the government will take care of us, because we know that's BS. So that's just my thing on that. But other than that, guys, I think that is it for the live stream today. I gotta get ready to do something here actually very shortly, so I can't be on for too much longer. But pretty cool unboxing with the Rifleman Antique Round. This is going to be what we're giving away here coming up in a few weeks from now, so be ready for that. I will announce hold on, sorry, I was reading that comment for a second. Yeah, this is what we're going to be giving away here very shortly, so stick around for that. I will announce when we do that thing here. And but other than that, guys, thank you for sticking around today. Pretty quick live stream. And other than that, that's pretty much it for today, guys. We'll do another live stream next Thursday, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me get this pulled up real quick. Okay. Yep, hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you guys all next week. Take care.